Okay, hi guys, Mr. User Boss here, and this is my full review of the Atongm W008 touchscreen smartwatch phone. So this device actually can accept SIM cards and it can act as a phone within itself. Alternatively, you can actually pair it by Bluetooth to your Android device and it'll actually work as a streaming phone device for that. As well as actually being extremely well built. I mean, this whole thing looks amazing. It looks a lot like the Apple Watch, and it's got these nice leather straps and stainless steel build. It actually possesses a lot of useful features. But I have to say, in terms of build, I was really impressed. The packaging is pleasant, but the actual build quality is stunning. I mean, for this price, I've not seen a better built smartwatch. It looks impressive, it's very durable and solid, and it's also comfortable to wear, so all positive in this category. So turning on the display, you'll be greeted by a 1.54-inch IPS display with a 240 by 240 resolution. This is obviously not going to be retina quality, and you'll be able to tell when you first turn it on. However, it's actually very bright and very colourful and looks plenty sharp enough for the size that it is. And don't forget, you'll be holding this at a reasonable distance for most of your use with the device, so it actually works fine. The software is very simple to use. There's a main menu where you could just choose loads of different options, so you can actually dial straight from the watch if you've connected to the phone or added your own SIM card. You can actually go through your contacts list, actually send text messages as well. There's a full Android keyboard on here which you can actually type from. This isn't actually an Android device, but it's simulating one, and so it looks a lot like one, feels a lot like one, and is surprisingly functional with it. So you can actually connect it to your phone and also play the music directly, and the speaker is surprisingly nice to listen to. It's clear, loud, and actually has a good bit of bass. I was impressed. Furthermore, it's actually got a 3.1 megapixel camera which can actually take HD video as well as some decent looking photos. Great for selfies. I mean, this isn't the best camera I've ever used on a mobile sort of watch, but it is decent enough and gets the job done. There's also a whole load of handy tools, things like calculators, pedometers, and all sorts of things, which actually does make your life easier. Having access to that on a watch is something that's unprecedentedly useful. So this really is a beautiful piece of kit. Now, obviously, the main feature, being a watch, is obviously utilized to its maximum potential here. You can actually have a whole load of different watch faces, pretty much anything you can think of. And yeah, you can just download them, install them, and then they will be your base plate. So every time you just tap the on button, you'll be greeted by that really cool custom watch face. So everything from the appearance to the build to the packaging to the included accessories was really impressive in this case. The feature set on offer here is pretty vast. I mean, it's got everything from a pedometer to a calculator to calling phones, text messages, even internet browsing you can do on this tiny little piece of kit, and it's all pretty accessible and intuitive from users coming from Android devices, which undoubtedly you will be if you're using this. It is a very good alternative to more expensive ones that you can buy here in the UK or in the US. In terms of general day-to-day usage and performance, it was pretty fast. I mean, internet browsing is significantly slower than most Android devices, but gets the job done if you're really desperate. In terms of the actual everything else, it's all pretty much instant. I mean, it's not exactly the slickest and smoothest experience, but it is actually quite a fast device. Probably my only complaint would be that when actually streaming calls, the call quality isn't optimal and there's a tiny bit of lag, but otherwise this is a really top-notch piece of kit.